Hello everybody and welcome. This is the FNF Talon fly tying vice. I've waited a long time for this. It's been 6 months. And the main reason for it being is that they small batch build these by hand. And they're precision engineered. They don't put any old crap out the door. And there is a waiting list for this particular item that is quite long, I would assume. So, as far as fly tying vices go, this is your Aston Martin or your Bentley, in my opinion. It arrived in this carry case, which is a nice piece of equipment as well. I probably won't be able to use this very much because I don't take my vice around with me. I literally leave it at home. It came with a couple of tools that you need to adjust various parts, just a couple of Allen keys. And it came with a shaft extension. This is the original thumb screw that you use to secure the shaft. I've changed it for one of my grub screws. Now I've done that because the grub screw I can replace if I over tighten it or whatever. This I won't be able to replace, and I didn't really want to damage it. The money I've paid for this vice, I'm sort of very gingerly. I'll probably end up using the original part eventually, but you know, if you think you can put another part in that you can replace easily, you're going to use that instead. So that's pretty much what I've done. So they do two vices. This is the top of the range one, the FNF Talon. It comes with a 2 kilo pedestal base that is 20 centimeters by 15, and I think it's about 20 millimeters deep at the deepest point, which is here where they've got the tool rack. This one comes with the tool rack, the other one does not. This one also comes with an adjustable height shaft, the other one does not. The rest of the vice is the same, including the jaws. Obviously I needed an adjustable height one so that I can get to the right height for filming for you guys, and obviously for my own comfort as well. The shaft is stainless steel. They go on about in the literature nuclear grade CNC machining, and you can sort of tell it is very precise. And that goes for the jaws as well, but we'll get to the jaws. We're going from the bottom and working up. Now my vice is serial number 498. That would suggest that they've built around 500 of these vices to date, and the date is the 5th of May 2026. Now there must be a massive waiting list because I've had to wait an extremely long time, as I've already mentioned. So we're going to get on to the rotary action of the vice now. You adjust the tension using this knob here on the left, and you actually rotate the vice using this lever here. Now I've got it set so that it's just the right tension, so it'll sit wherever you want it to sit without moving or slipping under its own weight. And I've also got the jaws set using this nut here, bolt, excuse me, which adjusts the angle of the jaws. You can have them drooping right the way down there if you want to, but obviously I haven't. I've got them set so that if you mount a size 10 into the vice, we'll get onto this mechanism shortly, that when you rotate, the shank of the hook moves very little in the vertical plane. Now I'm going to come in a bit closer so that you can see what's going on with the jaws. So the mechanism is very simple. Now on a lot of rotary vices with these sort of jaws, they'll have a pre-tightener where my index finger is now, and then they'll have a proper tightener there, and they'll have some sort of O-ring or elastic band there, which I think is a bit I wasn't overly really, I mean, an O-ring really, do you know what I mean, on a precision piece of equipment. and you're relying on an O-ring to hold the whole thing together. It's not great really. Now this particular mechanism looks quite complicated if you look deep into it, but from the outside it looks pretty simple. It's literally one thumb screw there to tighten down onto your hook. And I think the reason it's as simple as that is they've got something going on in here and I don't know what it is. And I'm not going to find out either, so I'm not taking this apart. The jaws themselves are also nuclear grade CNC machined to a very tight tolerances. They're made from hardened steel, proper hardened steel, not your cheap stuff. And they have been blued, and I can tell that they've been blued because the finish is basically exactly the same as most firearms. And I have got a couple of firearms myself, air guns and replica pistols that have got the same finish as this. Now onto the business end. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's two notches in the set of jaws furthest away from us. They're there so that you can clamp down on larger hooks more securely without slipping. But for most of my work I use the very tip of the jaws because I only use very small hooks for trout, but I do have larger hooks for tying pike flies, for example, or saltwater flies. Overall the finish is absolutely superb. I cannot fault it. It is a professional's piece of equipment. I'm not a professional fly tyer, but I'm heading there. I'm not too far away. 4 years ago, my flies weren't nowhere near as good as they are now. In all fairness, you're always learning. You're never going to be a professional at this particular hobby. There's always something new to learn. But I've got myself to a point where I can call myself proficient, if not professional. So I felt that it was worth the investment and getting this. It's got a lifetime guarantee. That's your serial number for that. And there we are. Oh, the other thing that's worth mentioning is as well this blued finish. If you ever mark it using like with a hook point or with a tool or whatever, you could, I'm sure, use a cold blue or perma blue as it's known as to most firearms enthusiasts to touch up the scratches or the marks, so you can keep it cosmetically looking pretty fine. And there we are. That's the FNF Talon Vice. Retails at $599.99. I ordered mine via Glasgow Angling Centre. You can order direct from FNF if you prefer. It won't be any quicker. They're literally small batch, hand build these, and there is a waiting list. So thank you all very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Obviously you're going to be seeing a lot more of this, probably from this side in the future. This will be my new set, as it were, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.